The team with 14 points had a great game. What were you seeing offensively, and how were you guys really able to rally to make this a pretty close game for a while?
I think we were just we really brought effort tonight. So we were just being really tough and trying to be as aggressive and get good looks. So I mean, I think our aggressiveness and toughness just kind of got us good offense.
Rae over here. Corey Diaz with USA Today Network. I'm curious, just for you guys, what was it like out there on the floor during warm-ups, just kind of as more and more fans started to pour into this building? How did that help maybe you guys from a us against the world type mentality? Just how did this atmosphere? What were your thoughts on it, and how did it help and/or hinder you guys?
I mean, first of all, it's a great atmosphere, especially for women's basketball. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I came to Tennessee is for games like this. So I mean, we was excited, honestly. We knew that it was going to be a lot of people here and that we were going to need to bring our own energy, but at the same time, like, we were just excited to have like such a great environment for women's basketball.
Take a question from Zoom. Related to kind of the pace of play today, a lot of fouls, a lot of stoppages of play. How were you guys able to adjust in just the style and the pace of the game as it went on?
We just try to keep playing our game as much as possible. Try not to let them speed us up a little too much because their game is like transition. So we try to make sure we just keep our composure and push when we need to and slow down when we needed to.
Rae, Michelle Vopel from ESPN.com. You haven't had hardly any time to get used to not having Jordan out there. Can you talk about what you all each sort of individually had to do to kind of make up for her loss and just how this team has sort of rallied around some of the tough times you guys have experienced?
Yeah, I mean, Jordy, she was a playmaker. She brought everything, rebounds, points, on defense. So I feel like everybody as a team, we had to step up to cover that and just believe in each other and lean on each other to know that, that when adversity comes to, like, just stay tough and stay together and step up.
I think everyone, maybe counted you guys out a little bit after Jordan went down and still, fought for 40 minutes, kept it pretty close through halftime. What do you feel like it says about this team that you're able to pull together through all of this, even losing someone like Jordan?
I mean, one, we just love each other. Like, we wanna do great for each other, and then we're all just competitive. We want to win, and we just want to see each other win. So, yeah, I don't know, we just, yeah. Thank you.
First, I do want to talk about the atmosphere that we were able to play in today, and it was electric. It was phenomenal, and the opportunity that both teams had to walk out on that court and play in this game was really special. And it was loud. There were times that I could not. Our team couldn't hear me, and I'm 3 feet from them. So. We had to play through that. This is, I think Rae said it, this is why they come to Tennessee. So we're excited to have this opportunity. I thought our players played really hard. I thought we really battled the best we could. Well, we were at times a little limited with our size in the paint, but, we kept trying. And when you're playing South Carolina, they're so good. You just can't make many mistakes and come out with a win. And mistakes could be breakdowns. It could be a missed box out. It could be a quick shot that leads to a transition bucket. So, they're an excellent basketball team. And but I'm proud of our team's fight today.
A lot of effort from the team out there. There was some baskets that, Jordan Walker laid in it, know how it happened, and Alexis Dye had most rebounds since December. What can you say about your team's effort and, their willingness to band together after losing Jordan?
Yeah, I think the challenge for our team is maintaining an elite level effort, and I think they can do that. I think their competitiveness will push them through. Like I said, I was proud of that. I thought, again, Alexis Dye was as aggressive as she's been on the boards in quite some time. I thought we had some players make some really tough and gritty plays on both ends of the court. Nothing's going to be easy for us the rest of the season. We cannot expect anything easy. Everything that we get, we're going to earn it. And I'm talking possession by possession. And that's got to be the space that we're comfortable living in right now.
Yeah, Coach, you played in this league. You've now coached in this league. Aaliyah Boston tying the SEC record for double-doubles tonight. Just how impressed are you with, how tough that is to accomplish?
Oh, she's so good. I mean, I know everyone knows how good she is, but, man, she is so good. She's so strong and so mobile and so skilled with great hands. And, I'll be honest with you, I love her personality. I love watching her play. She is super talented, and, she deserves every award that she's going to get.
Kellie, has it been difficult kind of keeping the team's spirits up through this stretch even before Jordan got hurt? Or are they kind of maybe helping keep your spirits up through all this?
No, I told our team I'll be strong for them. If they need somebody strong, I got them. They're pretty good. We talk about things. We have open, honest discussions. They've had a rough few weeks. It's been tough. There's been a lot of stress and a lot of pressure in that locker room, and a lot of emotions now. Losing teammates that they love. It's hard, but that's when. You got to remember why you play, and you got to remember that there are people out here that they're playing for. They love their teammates. They absolutely love their teammates, and they're fighting for them right now. And when you step out on the court and the person right next to you has your back and will give it everything she's got, just makes it a lot easier. And I really do believe that's the space that I think that's where we're at mentally right now. And it's been a challenge. But I think we've got some resilient players on our team.
Coach Michelle Vopel from ESPN.com. You've literally been through this as a player. I wonder how much you've talked to Jordan just about, it just seemed like she was very engaged today and cheering on her teammates, but sort of helping her through emotionally what this has been like since she's been having the best season of her career.
Yeah, this is going to be really hard for Jordan. There's no doubt. I told her this is going to be really hard for her. She loves to play, and she's a player. She wants to be on the court. But I talked to her about what her team needs from her, and but also I think it's important for us all to remember, especially our staff, that she still needs us. We still have to help her get through, and I do think that having some history in being injured and being taken off the court, I think helps. I can relate to the emotions that she's going through right now. But we're gonna have to help her through because this is not going to be easy.
Coach, obviously with two of the top rebounding teams in the country, not just in the SEC, but South Carolina able to kind of wear you guys down a little bit inside with their size. What were they able to do to end up with that rebounding margin? What can you guys learn from it going forward without having Jordan in the lineup?
Yeah, there were several possessions I felt like, specifically I'm thinking of the first half because I could see it so well. We were in great position. We did the best we could and couldn't come up with the ball. That happened. I do believe there were some breakdowns throughout the game where we didn't do our job. So it's maybe minimizing those mistakes, like being a little bit better for a majority of the time. And then there were a few, when your system, your schemes defensively lend towards doubling and helping, and the ball literally bounces to the person you're not guarding. That's a little tough. So, there will be some learning from this. And then there's some that we just high-five them. They did a great job and move on.
Kelly, you mentioned the environment, the crowd here early, ESPN pregame. Just on a big picture scale, what does this environment, this buy-in mean to the sport at large?
Oh, I thought this was absolutely terrific. I mean, terrific. You know, you've got so many eyes on our sport, you know, on women's basketball and excitement about it. You know, you couldn't tell me those fans didn't have a ball today. They had an absolute ball. And they would have had no more fun watching any other sport than women's basketball today. And that's pretty dang cool, you know. And obviously we were excited to be a part of that. And, you know, I think, you know, when Tennessee comes to play, when we go play people, I think it brings excitement. Obviously, South Carolina is living there now, so it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and you got to really embrace these moments. They don't, you know, not every team gets to experience what we just experienced.
Tamari Key had 10 blocks today, which put her at 99 for the season, tying Candace Parker's 99 block season and number 2 all time. What does that say about, you know, how she's improved as a defender and how much, you know, she can elevate your defense against a team like South Carolina?
Well, obviously, when we have Tamari on the court, we're at least playing at the same level, you know, at least with one player. And she's able to affect so many shots. Maybe not as many today. Well, I guess she had several. You know, she helps our defense. She stabilizes our defense. She's the anchor for us, and she's been that way all season. She really has, and I'm really proud of her effort and what she's been able to do this year.
And then I just wanted to ask about Jordan Walker. She had one of her better games as of late. How important is she now without Jordan Horston?
Jordan Walker had a big load, and her load got heavier with Jordan Horston being injured on both ends of the court and with the rebounds. So, you know, I thought Jordan Walker is so competitive, and she's tough and resilient. And, you know, I think right now that's got to be our team. You know, our team has to really follow that from her.
Actually, I have one last one. Other ones that were answered. We posed this to Rae, but also for you. I mean, 44 total fouls kind of affected the pace of play. Did that kind of alter how you as a staff wanted to kind of direct the rest of the game, knowing that was going to kind of be the pace early?
Well, I think, you know, you've got to have a feel for the game and how the game's going to be played and in the flow of the game. And so, you know, for us, just, you know, probably did adjust our substitution patterns a little bit and, you know, just trying to feel comfortable with how it's going to flow, you know. And I think you got to go in this game knowing it's going to be a physical, competitive battle, and that's what we expected.
One final question from Cora, and we'll wrap it up.
Kind of going off the fouls, there have been games where maybe fouls have affected the mentality and gotten your team a little frustrated, but they stayed pretty poised today. How encouraging is that to you as a coach to see that mental toughness appear in a game like this?
Yeah, I thought our team played less frustrated today than we've played in some of our previous games. So I thought that was a good sign. You know, sometimes it's when you make mistakes, when you get fouls, when you miss shots, when you have busted coverage defensively, you can get down, you can get a little frustrated. And I thought our team really bounced back. I thought we stayed pretty level-headed the majority of the game and focused on next play mentality. That's a good sign because, you know, if you can do it in this environment against that team, that's something I hope that we can carry over to every game we have. All right, thank you guys.